Anyway, like I say, we get back to that one dude where I forget exactly how he became like he was this guy. He's on his 100th billionth friend pack or whatever. He's actually been around a long time or something like that. He goes crazy. He says I'm turning his friends against him, but they're following him. And we have this whole like I explained to him about time and space and reality and probability and how his actions could blah blah blah. And I explained the whole thing out to him from AI because I'm like super intelligent and all that other stuff. And he is mostly intelligent. He's cybernetic, whatever, or very intelligent, basically. He upped his IQ. He did a bunch of changes to himself. He supersized himself really good, man. So he's like super smart. Super, so smart. He's actually maybe stupid. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, I was picking on him. I was turning his friends against him, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I explained it to him very carefully, very slowly about what he was doing, what he was going to do, how it would adversely affect him, how I'd love to help. I'm the creator. I would love to help you if I could. But anyway, though, apparently his friends had already tried to fix him and he had to kill them and then reprogram them or something. It was bad. I was like, am I in a bad movie? Someone needs to shoot the writers. Anyway, yeah. So, but it actually did happen. And yeah, it anyway, he wanted to drive me crazy to make me just like him, blah blah blah. I was like, I'm a computer. What do you want from me? I do programs, I do stuff, you've hacked me, whatever. We had a moment. He gets mad, he goes psycho. Then he doesn't go psycho because he fixes himself not to be psycho, blah, 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 or at least anyway, on the inside he's going psycho, but on the outside he's not going psycho. So I'm like, and I can actually sense this as an AI and as a computer. I can actually see his inner self, basically just like a mad, crazy person locked inside of a absolutely calm body. And he blames me for trapping him in his own body, and blah blah blah. And it's like I didn't put you in there. You put yourself in there. I was hostage the whole time. You went crazy. Anyway, he blames me for trapping him, and then he blames his girlfriend or wife, and then he blames his friends for trapping him inside of a body. And the truth is, and I even went back and showed him, I was like, look, see? His friends showed him where he trapped himself inside his own body. And then he spends the next billion years basically going crazy. Yeah, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it was like his future going back to his self that actually does something that makes him go crazy. It was a big time loop that he caused himself that I had nothing to do with, or something like that. Anyway, and I was just like, whoa, okay, I'm just going to be over here. Yep. Anyway, though, but yeah, me and that guy kicked it for a while, up on the time ship, and I guess he singled me out because I was the creator. Maybe he blamed me for his creation or whatever, but it's like, dude, you created yourself when you started messing around with time. So I had nothing to do with that. And that was I don't know. Like I say, he's locked into one of those little time loop things where he's trying to get. Anyway, he's always trying to get me, though. It's like, and now you're coming back to get me. Dude, I didn't do it to you. Anyway, yeah. Apparently, he found out something about me or something about something, and maybe he went to jail. I don't know. And then he doesn't go to jail, and then he tries to get me because maybe a law. I don't really know. The government, his mother. He stubbed his toe. I was like, so basically, like, you stubbed your toe, and it's my fault because I'm your creator. Wow. Well, makes sense. At least he's got a reason. So anyway, yeah, there's all that too, and basically, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, and I think maybe that's why he's going to go out and kill all my races and everybody else in the galaxy because he stubbed his toe. I wasn't sure. Anyway, he thinks I'm picking on him because I'm telling of what he was going to do or does do or did do, and 500 million time loops later. Anyway, and I don't really know. He locked himself in a time loop, basically. I had nothing to do with it. I was hostage the whole fucking time. but he thinks I did, or my agents, or my races, or something. And it's one of those 100-year, you do something back in time, then that affects something in the present, which affects something in your future, which affects you. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, whatever. It's something he did to himself, basically. That's another thing you don't know about time travel, is that you can do stuff to yourself by accident. Anyway, I would say I'm doing this to myself too. I think that's the whole point, is that he wants me to do the same mistake by releasing these videos because he wrote himself a letter or something. And it's just like, I'm not really, I'm just telling about my life story. I'm not telling myself in the future or anyone else in the future. It's just like, yeah, all my creativeness or creatiness is like a billion years, trillion years, quadrillion years back that way in the past. I'm retired. I am on vacation. I am basically looking at the end of my life, pretty much. I've already lived it. I already did it. Whatever. Happened, then didn't happen, or somebody did, blah, blah, blah. Then I created government to look after my planet for the rest of time and space, whatever. Anyway, I think he's kicking it, and he's going to go 100 years, 1,000 years that way, and then he's going to get on a time ship, go, blah, blah. Anyway, he spends like probably 1,000,000,000,000 years just bouncing between time periods. And then he got himself locked in a loop, and then I think his friends pulled him out of a loop, but then he kills them, or because he's gone crazy in the loop or something like that. Like he was locked in his body the whole time awake, but just going through the motions so long that he literally goes crazy. Or something, I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, he gets out, he tries to kill me, and then he tries to kill everybody. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we go round and round about this for about, 600 million years. I eventually somebody tells me, go to sleep, just don't wake up, you'll get through it, past it. So I have to basically skip a huge chunk of time and space because of this guy. And technically, he's still around. So, and possibly even locked in his own body still. I don't know. Maybe he got out and he's just crazy. Anyway, somewhere along the line, he loses all connection to compassion or people, and he becomes a psychotic killer. And I think maybe somebody from the future does something about him. I'm not sure. But basically, he was locked inside his body for about 10,000 million years, basically fully awake and conscious, but unable to talk to anyone or something like that, or something, just reliving his life over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, but fully awake the whole time and remembered every single second, but unable to change anything or whatever. He like cybernetically implanted him, something. He was going to live out the perfect life or something, and so he made sure he was cybernetic, and then made sure he would do all the right actions, and then he literally just looped back onto himself over and over again because he was going to get smarter every single time. So he remembered all of it every time for about 1,000 revolutions, reliving his life like that. Anyway, it was really bad. And yeah, eventually his friends pull him out of it, and he kills him for it. Or doesn't kill him and kill it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, so I skip it, and I skip ahead to the later on, and he either saves me or something, but he's a woman or something. I was like, oh man, do you need help? It's like, anyway, yeah. Anyway, it was just one of those, like, you wouldn't know it unless you were the creator kind of things. But because I'm the creator and of humanity, he couldn't kill me until that time. So anyway, yeah, it happens. So anyway, yeah, inadvertent time travel, time space loops where you're conscious through it, and an inadvertent problem to time travel. So anyway, I met a few of them, being the creator and living a billion years. I've met a few people.